president in 1981. Which Star Wars episode was the destruction about to run? Grab the smartest friends, you know it's time to start the game. R-rated trivia, we're here to train your brain.
Hi, I'm John Anderson of ESPN Sports Center. Usually we have a big fancy opening graphic, so you would know that. Anyway, you're watching Cerebral Sports. It's a trivia show hosted by Brett Barry. But if you really know your trivia, then you knew that.
Welcome back into another night of Cerebral Sports. Yes, indeed. We are here. It's thundering. It's lightning. It's hi, everybody. We're doing a little bit of everything tonight. But, of course, we've got Cerebral Sports coming at you. It is our 10 at 10 bar-rated trivia's 10 at 10 Hot Fingers game. I'm your host, Brett Barry. Joining me, of course, my producer, Mr. Colt McCarthy. How's it going?
Hey.
Hey.
Great. Happy Wednesday.
Wonderful. Happy Wednesday. It's a little bit cooler this week. Last week, we were sweating bullets.
A little bit, yeah.
It was wild, but it's nice. It's a nice temperature right now. I've got the new studio set up. I'm all excited about that. And we're all excited to tell you about our wonderful sponsor, Play It Again Sports in West Hartford. Guys, gals, everybody, what do I tell you each and every week? Go down to Play It Again Sports in West Hartford Center. Tell them Bar Rated Brett sent you. Tell them Colt from Bar Rated Trivia sent you. And get your new and used sports equipment at great discount prices. Don't go to the big box stores. Don't go to Dick's or Modell's or Sports Authority. I don't think those are around anymore. But you want to go to Play It Again Sports in West Hartford. They, of course, are sponsoring our $10 gift card this week, as we give away every week. The $10 gift card going to the top winner of each Cerebral Sports trivia game. If you're joining us for the first time, welcome. If you're back again, welcome back. You know the drill. 10 sports questions all centered around the wonderful world of sports. And the winner takes home a $10 gift card. Your questions are timed, so as the timer goes down, so do your points. And I think that's about it. Usually we kind of just vamp for a couple minutes here. Colt, let's tell them a little bit about what's going on before we start the game. Let's tell them a little bit about what's going on this Friday, the 9th.
Yes.
Let's get it going now that we have some people here watching.
We're being very charitable this week. If you guys want to support the Epilepsy Foundation, we got a very special game this week. If you guys have not done Mixtape Match, you should definitely give it a try. It is like bingo, except instead of numbers and letters, it's all music. It's a lot funner. And it's a very chill way to kind of hang out with friends at a bar, but also play a game where you can win stuff. So yeah, we do them various places throughout the week, but this week will be for a special cause.
Yes, Lyman Orchards out in, I think it's Middlefield, Connecticut. Is that where it's located?
It is in the middle of Connecticut.
It is. Beautiful venue. They've got 2 golf courses there, but where we're hosting the game, it's at a nice little area at Lyman Orchard there. You can even, I don't know if they're in season now, but you can just pick apples off the tree. They don't care. But come on down Friday for music, charity bingo for the CT Epilepsy Foundation. That'd be a great cause for us. We try to do it every year. Last year with the COVID, couldn't happen. But we also do the mud volleyball tournament, which is always fun. We're the best team out there, obviously. And yeah, it's going to be a great time. So come on down on Friday, Lyman Orchards. I believe it starts at 7, but check the details on our website or at Bar Rated ENT for posts. All right, that's about it for that. Let's get ready to play the game. Don't forget, it's crowd.live/cerebral. And that'll get you joined in for tonight's game. 10 questions. We start, of course, with question 1. And if you're ready to go, I know you are, Colt. Are you signed in? Are you ready? You locked in, ready to go? All right, awesome. Let's get that countdown timer going as we get ready to play our game here tonight, the 7th of July. Best of luck to everyone playing here tonight. Let's start with a little NBA. There he is, Colt. Suns in 4, bro. Oh, man, if you haven't seen this yet, this guy knocked out a fan and then has been given tickets and all sorts of some social notoriety. Anyway, I'm asking you, which of these players never played in the NBA Finals during his career? Ray Allen, Allen Iverson, Jason Kidd, or Steve Nash? I believe he's wearing a Steve Nash jersey there, if I'm not mistaken. 13 for the Suns. Somebody check that. Let us know in the chat. All right, let's take a look. We have our answers locked in. And let's see. 5 of you said Ray Allen. 3 said AI. 2 said Jason Kidd. 5 said Steve Nash. Well, Ray Allen won a title with the Heat, hitting an iconic shot for the Miami Heat. Allen Iverson also played in the finals against the Lakers, and he stepped over Tyronn Lue. Jason Kidd has gone to the finals with the New Jersey Nets, which means Steve Nash, poor Steve Nash, has never even played, didn't even get to go there to the dance during his career, the NBA Finals. Let's take a look at your rankings. Baba Louie in first place, full of sweets. Markham X, This Is the Way. Mandy League, Bone, Sophie, Palmetto, Peeps, Prunce, Merriman, Aunt Jan. Let's get ready for the next question. Which club has won the most UEFA championship titles? If you don't know what UEFA is, it's soccer, folks. Soccer. Is it Bayern Munich, Liverpool, Milan, or Real Madrid? This is I believe, the European something Football Association, or it's the United European Football Association, I guess. I don't know. I'm not a big soccer guy. I should know about all sports. Colt, I know you're a big basketball guy, football guy, but yeah, soccer kind of eludes me. I always say soccer's for countries that never won a world war. That's what I always say. All right, let's take a look and see what we have here. 1 of you said Bayern Munich. 4 said Liverpool. 11 of you believe it's Real Madrid, and you are Real correct indeed. There it is. Real Madrid has won the most, and it's not even close, really. Let's take a look at the rankings. Baba Louie, full of sweets. Markham X, Mandy League. Aunt Jan now in 5th. Panda Suck. Bones, Merriman. Why did I say Merriman? It's Miriam, of course. The super fan Miriam. All right, S&M. Jeez. 16th with 0 points with Glue Sniffer. That's not good company to be in. All right, let's take a look at the next question. Here it is. Glue Sniffer won last week, didn't he? Which NHL team is sometimes referred to as the Habs? The Ottawa Senators, the Montreal Canadiens, the Toronto Maple Leafs, or the Vancouver Canucks? You can tell they're all Canadian teams by where they're located. But which one of these teams is known as the Habs sometimes, most times, maybe by their fans as well? Let's take a look. Did you know this one, Colt?
No, I have a guess. Oh,
well,
I feel better about my guess.
There you go. Ottawa Senators for 1. 2 say the Vancouver Canucks, but the Montreal Canadiens are sometimes, for some reason, referred to as the Habs. There you go. Playing and losing right now, I believe. It's not great. The Lightning are just running away with it. Islanders should be there, honestly. It's been tough. All right, let's take a look. Baba Louie, Full Suites, Markham X. Remaining top 3 teams pretty close at the top with Mandy League hanging around as well. Panda Suck, Bones, Miriam. There's S&M with a right answer. Here's your next question. Tennis player Lindsay Davenport won Wimbledon, which just finished up recently. In which year? Which year did Lindsay Davenport win Wimbledon? 99, 03, 07, or 2011? Try to remember it. If you can't remember specific dates, try to remember like the name Lindsay Davenport, maybe when you heard it, or maybe when you saw it, the Sports Illustrated cover or, piece they did on Wimbledon and women's tennis. There you go. Lindsay Davenport. In what year did she win Wimbledon? Which, of course, we found out last week was it's played over in London. Let's take a look. 7 of you said 99. 5 said 03. 4 said 07. I got to go with the A's here. I'm going to be right. There you go. 1999. What a great time to be alive. Partying like it's 99. Lindsay Davenport, of course, taking it home. Let's see where our rankings are now. Full of Sweets and Jan in second place. Miriam now in third. Andrew Baba Louie drops to 5th. Markham X right behind him. And the rest of you playing some catch up here. Let's get on to the next question. We're halfway through the round. What sport was an Olympic event from 1900 to 1920? I think this one's going to trip some people up. Maybe. I don't know. Let's look at the options. Is it American football, tug of war, competitive painting, or croquet? Which one of these was an actual Olympic event from the 1900s all the way up to 1920? Maybe this won't trip some people up. I don't know. It was played. I mean, it's a fairly competitive sport, activity, whatever you want to call it. Let's take a look and see what everyone had. 11 of you said tug of war. 4 of you said croquet. I haven't played croquet in years. Used to play out in the side yard. An old croquet set. The answer, of course, is tug of war, though. Tug of war played for 20 years as an Olympic event. I guess maybe the Olympics are every 4 years, so it was like, let's carry the 4 into the 16. So what, 5 years, 5 events. Here are your rankings. Full of Sweets and Jam, Miriam, Babalooey, Andrew Panda Suck, Bones, Mandy League, Markham X, Glue Sniffer, M-Man's S&M. Welcome to the first page of the rankings. Climbing on up. There's Colt. Lucky number 13.
I got a couple right.
Couple right. Not too shabby. Full of Sweets right now in the driver's seat. Let's take a look at the next question. Which U.S. college football team plays their home games at the Rose Bowl, located in beautiful Pasadena, California? Let's take a look. Is it Stanford University, Cal Poly Pomona, UCLA, or USC? That's the University of California, Los Angeles, or University of Southern California. A, B, C, or D? Who plays their games at the Rose Bowl? Let's take a look. All right. We got our answers locked in. Any guesses here, Colt?
No, I'm not a college person. I don't know.
Not a college person, folks. Let's take a look. 2 of you said Cal Poly Pomona. Maybe that's just fun to say. 2 said UCLA. 12 of you said USC. I knew this one would trip people up. The University of California, Los Angeles plays at the Rose Bowl. The USC Trojans play their games at the LA Coliseum. That's right. Not USC. The Rose Bowl. And I double-checked this. I was like, I swear USC plays in the Rose Bowl. They play in the Rose Bowl, which is that Rose Bowl, game almost every year.
Something told me to pick that,
But there you go. Believe it or not, they do not play their games at the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, California. All right, your rankings now full of Sweets and Jam, Miriam, Bones, Babalooey, Markham X. Where are you? Down at 10th, Andrew Glue Sniffer in 7th place. There you go. Colts still hanging on to that 13th place lead, not giving it up. Prunce is making their way, though. Here's your next question. Which injured player's only time at bat in the 1988 World Series helped to propel the Los Angeles Dodgers to their 5-game win over their cross-state rivals, the Oakland Athletics? Was it Jose Canseco, Dave Anderson, Alejandro Pena, or Kirk Gibson? That's him right there, by the way, folks. I don't know if you can tell who it is in the back of the jersey, but that's the famous fist bump. Almost punched my monitor. Famous fist bump around the bases on one leg. Let's take a look and see who remembers this iconic moment in sports history. One of you said Jose Canseco. He never played for the Dodgers, played for the A's. One said Alejandro Pena. 14 of you said it would be good old Kurt Gibson. There it is. Yes, indeed. Kurt Gibson limping around the bases, hitting a home run off of who? Dennis Eckersley. The Eck. Got a great story about Eck. I can tell off the air. It's a really good one. It's funny. It's through a third party, but it's pretty funny. All right, let's take a look. Full of Sweets and Jam. Bones now in 3rd place. Miriam drops to 4th. Babalooey, Glue Sniffer, Andrew. Panda Suck. Colt made it to the top page as well, I believe.
Did I?
I don't know. I didn't see you there.
I'm 15 now.
So quickly. There you go. All right. Well, we are on question number 7, or was that question 7?
That was 7.
That was 7. We're up to question 8. I believe it's our wacky sport of the week. Let's take a look. Yes, this team-based pool table game that originated in the Royal Canadian Air Force uses only the cue ball and one object ball. It's a team-based pool game that uses only the cue ball and one object ball. Is it sludge, crud, mud, or grudge? This is an actual game. I play a game similar to this with some friends that incorporates drinking. We don't really have a name for it, but it's the similar rules. But of course, you have to hold a beer in your hand, and if you block, you have to drink. It's a lot of fun, and it can get kind of rowdy. All right, let's take a look. We have our answers locked in. 4 of you said sludge, 9 said crud, 2 said mud, 1 said grudge. Grudge would be a cool name for it, but the answer is crud indeed. There you go. It's popular in the military, but it was originated by the Royal Canadian Air Force. Because I guess they were bored, didn't have anything else to do. So let's beat the crap out of each other on a pool table, only using a cue ball and one object ball. All right, your rankings with 2 questions remaining. Aunt Jan now in 1st place. Bones and Miriam, Full of Sweets, Glue Sniffer, Andrew Babalooey. It's coming down to the wire, folks. Here we go. And you know what we haven't had in a long time, probably ever, on this Cerebral Sports game is a question about professional wrestling. And it's your type-in answer, folks. It is your type-in answer. Hulk Hogan would often recite his 3 demandments. They were proper training, saying your prayers, and eating your what? Type in your answer now. Give you a little extra time there on the back end. Hulk Hogan. I mean, what a specimen right now. He looks like I don't know what he looks like. Not like this though.
I think he's being played by Chris Hemsworth in a movie coming up.
He certainly is. Yeah, that's why it kind of rung my bell a little bit. I'm like, let's do a Hulk Hogan or like a WrestleMania thing, right? And this one popped up. I said, this is too good. Hulk Hogan. Let's take a look. Well, we had 8 of you say eat your vitamins. We had 2 for vegetables, pasta, veggies, chumps like you for dinner, broccoli. Your answer, of course, is, and I don't know why, you don't eat your vitamins. You swallow them, but there you go. Eating your vitamins. He was so hopped up on steroids and cocaine and whatever else he was on, and his vitamins, obviously. And he said eating his vitamins. There you go. Vegetables. That would make a lot more sense, wouldn't it? But there you go.
Chewable vitamins.
Chewable, yes. Eat your Hulk Hogan chewable Flintstone vitamins. All right. Let's take a look at your rankings now with one question remaining. Aunt Jan remains in first. Miriam now in second place. Glue Sniffer. They were at the bottom of the barrel and have climbed all the way back to third place. Unbelievable. All right, your final question. And of course, it's on this day in sports history. Last week, it was not only was it Mike Tyson's birthday, David Phelps, Michael Phelps. They were both born on the same day. 2 iconic sports heroes, and with a little bit of not checkered past, but some off the field or off the grid or whatever issues. But yeah, there you go. One way or the other. Yeah. All right, let's take a look at our final question. Here it is for 200 points. Boston Beaneaters pitcher Kid Nichols notches his 300th career MLB victory with an 11-4 win over the Chicago Orphans. Those poor orphans. I ask you, though, who was the last pitcher to eclipse 300 wins in their career? Was it Roger Clemens, Randy Johnson, Tom Glavine, or the Mad Dog, Greg Maddux? Get those answers in quick. Your time is almost up. The last pitcher, so the person to do it last. All right, let's take a look and see. 5 of you said Roger. 1 said Randy. 5 said Tom Glavine. 3 said Greg Maddux. Believe it or not, the last one to do it was the last one to actually be pitching. Randy Johnson, the big units, all the way back in 2007, I believe. Got his 300th win as a San Francisco Giant. And then I believe it was Tom Glavine, Greg Maddux, and, of course, Roger, the Rocket, Roger Clemens, got there as well. But Randy Johnson, the last one to do it and get 300 wins, which means our winner here tonight. Did Aunt Jan hold on, or did Miriam get the question right and eclipse Aunt Jan? Your winner is Aunt Jan. There it is, everybody, with 627. Miriam in second place. Glue Sniffer, Andrew Bones, full of sweets, and the rest of you, better luck next week. What a game. What a game. Unbelievable. Well, Colt, what do you think? I mean, this was a tough one. Usually we have like 8 or 9 out of 10, but 7 out of 10 takes it home. Aunt Jan, not a regular. Every once in a while we'll hop on and play. I mean, she's probably in the kitchen or knitting or sewing or doing something, making presents or wrapping presents for her nieces and nephews. But there's Aunt Jan right there in first, taking home the $10 gift card. What a great game. Guys, gals, I mean, that's about it. There's not much else to say other than next week is the deadest day in sports. Well, it used to be. Now that the NBA finals are kind of prolonged a little bit, usually the day after the MLB All-Star game, which is next Tuesday, it's the slowest day in sports, the deadest day in sports, as they call it. There's no major sports going on. Unfortunately, we'll get to watch the game for the Suns and not the Timberwolves. That's your team.
Giannis.
The Bucks. Yeah, Giannis. Yeah. And so we'll have one sports game to go over, but we'll have a sports trivia game to go over as well. So that might be an interesting one to go over. You can also find us anywhere you can, pretty much drink beer and have food in Connecticut. We're up to 50 locations now. We've got some bar-rated trivia games coming back, our analog-style game. Of course, Hot Finger still running at other locations. And don't forget, this Friday, the CT Epilepsy Foundation is hosting a mixtape match at Lyman Orchard, 7 p.m. Colt, anything to add before we sign off here?
No, I think the only other sports thing happening next week is Space Jam 2, I think is coming out.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold off on watching that one. I don't want to ruin the legacy that is the original Space Jam. And it doesn't get much better than, Bill Murray and Michael Jordan. And I mean, it's just, why ruin it? Why ruin it? And it's going to have some other sort of message with LeBron and all that other BS. So anyway, I won't get into it. I'm not a big LeBron guy. I think he should just stick to sports. And that's just my opinion. I'm not a big LeBron guy. The guy weighs 280 pounds and he's flopping all over the floor like a soccer player. So anyway, just my opinion. We got to thank our sports sponsor, of course, Play It Again Sports in West Hartford, for once again donating or providing the $10 gift card to Aunt Jan tonight. Well done once again. Thank you very much to Play It Again Sports. Thank you, Colt, for joining us. And once again, we will see you next week here on Cerebral Sports, the 10 at 10.
We're going to have some fun. We're calling it Hot Fingers Trivia now, because you got to answer quickly for more points.
Now, if you played the game here before, which it's nice to see a lot of familiar faces, welcome back. No sheets, no pens for tonight. We are playing a game on our phone. Hot Fingers!
For 8 feet. So again, in the National Hockey League, how long is the game?
All right, question number 24. This is the final question in this round. Give yourself a few minutes to go grab some more brews. Hit the rest if you need to.
The process in which an atom's nucleus splits into smaller parts is called